Mishpanshiko Ushteshpa Ominewan. Primeramente Tlazo Kamati for stopping by. You already know what it is. We're right here just trying to excuse me, I just finished some Panda Express, so I'm a little full. Matter of fact, I still got my Travis Scott Sprite. But with that being said, you know, I want to say I appreciate everyone stopping by my channel. This is the ways to support the channel before we get started. There's a Cash App link in the description in case you want to finance a mukbang or just support the channel in general. You could subscribe, like, comment. You can share with a friend, family member, homeboy from the barrio, homegirl from the barrio, anybody that you might want to share this with. There's a lot of positivity in the videos, so you could also as well share with the youth. Not all the videos, but some of the videos. You know what it is. But I know you guys are ready for this one. So check this out, right? For those of you that don't know, Christy Mack is a porno star. Beautiful Jainita. Allegedly, she got in a relationship with the MMA fighter, martial arts professional fighter by the name of Warmachine. Around the time when she was very, very young. I was looking into it. They said she was 21, but don't quote me on it because I didn't know her age. You know, so anyways, they met each other at a photo shoot. After that, they started dating. I'm assuming they fell in love. I can't vouch for that. I cannot attest to that. Nevertheless, they were coming around. They were seen together. It was a happy couple. Reportedly, they were broken up for about anywhere in the vicinity of 90 days, a few months, you know. Not exactly, but give or take. When they were split up, she met a dude, and that dude was gonna take her to a tattoo convention the next day, right? So, she claims that she used to date him for a short period of time, but she also claims that during the encounter where Warmachine found her with that vato, that she was no longer dating him, that if they slept in the same bed, they were not having sexual intercourse or anything like that, you know, just friends watching a movie or sleeping in the same bed. Is that possible? I'm gonna let you decide that. I have my own opinion, but I'm gonna stay neutral. Okay, now, fast forward to, I'm assuming, 2014, right? Fast forward. Don't quote me on the year. I'm just going by what I remember. So around that time, Warmachine goes to Las Vegas, to Christy Mack's house. She's right there with that one vato. He's gonna take her to a tattoo convention the next day. So, according to her, they're not doing nothing bad. They're not having sex, nothing. Anyways, being the fact that Warmachine is deeply in love with this Jainita, he goes into a rage by seeing her with another vato, you know. So I'm assuming that's jealousy. You know what I mean? He's jealous. He's ready to tear somebody up. You know what I mean? So the vato knows martial arts. He's a professional. Matter of fact, he made it to the championship. I said it wrong. But anyways, he starts beating him up, you know what I mean? Allegedly, he starts beating him up, puts it down on that fool, and there's a 911 call. All this is public information. There's a 911 call, and she hid the phone under a towel. She called the cops, so it's recorded now. You know what I mean? Now it's evidence, and you could hear that Christy Mack screaming and yelling and asking for help because Warmachine allegedly, according to the phone call, was beating up that dude. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know how, but he stopped. Because if you're in a rage, you're not going to be able to stop. But he stopped going after the guy. And then Christy Mack says that he cut off her hair with either a knife, a kitchen knife, and that he started beating her up pretty bad. And then she makes other allegations that I'm not going to get into because they're strong and very, very bad allegations, so I'm not even going to get into that, you know what I mean? But he did beat her up according to the newspapers, according to the social media, according to just the media in general, you know what I mean? He was convicted. He was convicted, and according to the resources that I looked up, he got around 36 years. They gave him 36 years for the assault, and I think they got him for attempted rape. I'm not sure. You know what I mean? So this is my question to you, right? I need you to get it in your head. You're hiring as a porno star. You're a martial arts fighter, okay? You find her with some other dude. 9 out of 10 times, they're over there having sex. You know what I mean? But she's a porno star, so she always have sex with other fools, you know what I mean? She gets paid for it. So I don't know where the jealousy comes, you know what I mean? But I'm going to stay neutral, like I said. So this is the question for you, okay? You're the vato, you're the MMA fighter, you're hiring as a porno star. You catch her with another fool. You go beat him up. Will you? Or what would you do? Are you just going to walk away? What would you do? Okay? Now, if you're a hyena, would you make it all up? As far as the rape and all that, would you make it all up? Now, as someone in the sidelines, arbitrator, do you really think he had time to think of, oh, I'm gonna rape her? If indeed he beat her up, like, why would he want to rape her? He already beat her up. You know what I mean? Like, but would you have thought of that? I don't think so. Would you have thought of that? That's up to you to decide, you know what I mean? Anyways, look, check it out. The juicy part gets to this moment right now, look. So I'm posted up in a dungeon right there in Ventura County Jail. They're serving dinner, and there's 2 cops giving us a trace. And I heard one of them like, damn, dude, I can't believe this. They had to put 2 handcuffs on this guy because he's on swole. So he couldn't put his hands all the way back. So they put 2 handcuffs together in order to handcuff him and bring him to the dungeon. So we're like, who is that? So they're all like, this dude Warmachine, he's a MMA fighter. He's famous. So we've been in there for at least 2+ years. Plus, I don't even follow that, so I don't even know who that is. You know what I mean? Well, he got caught They had a warrant for his arrest, and he got caught in Simi Valley. So they bring him to the county jail, right? And we don't know what he's busted for. We don't know nothing. All we know is that he's a famous MMA fighter, and he's right there with us now. So from my cell, in that section of the dungeon, there's four cells. They put him in the next section. There's only 2 cells. But in the little hallway, when the door's open, you can see the person going to day room. You can see the person coming in. So I seen him come in, right? Boom. And he looked, I seen the taka. He had the taka on his neck. It said Mac. And I was like, it can't be him because it says Mac. Like, so they were like, nah, that's him, fool. That's the famous fool. So he landed 1, 2, 3, I think three cells away from me, right? And in the dungeon, this is how we communicate. If we wanna pass a verbal, a verbal message, we'll either get at the neighbor, knock on the toilet, like, hey, my boy, do me a favor, shoot a message to the other side. And this is how I told the homies, hey, check it out. Do me a favor and shoot a message to Warmachine and ask him if he wants to be in one of my videos, because at the time I was trying to make music and all that, you know what I mean? So they shoot him the verbal. So he responds, like, what kind of video? And I said, a video where you could bring all kinds of fucking hyenas that are fine and famous, So anyways, I'm not gonna lie, he said he's cool, he's not interested in that, whatnot. Well, we didn't know that he had rape allegations against him, you know what I mean? So if he would have stayed, 9 out of 10 times he was probably gonna be attacked by whoever got the chance. Right there, you're segregated, so you don't come out with the other cells, you know what I mean? But at the same time, somebody, if the door's cracked, it's gonna be on and cracking. Nevertheless, I seen some of his fights now that I'm out, and oh, hell no. That fool would have beat me up, my boy. I'm not gonna lie to you. At the time, I wouldn't have been thinking about it because I was in that soldier state of mind. I'm a warrior, Mexica warrior, all that. It's invading your soul, you know what I mean? You become this vato that you gotta have the mentality where you don't care about nothing, you know what I mean? So I would have ran out, tried to attack him, and maybe wrestle him, or I don't know what I would have done, but he's a professional, so 9 out of 10 times he was gonna beat my ass, and that's what I would have done if he had those cargos. But I'm pretty sure a lot of the homies would have done the same thing. In general, you know what I mean? But that was I seen him a few times, going to day room. But he was only there for a few days, and then they extradited him to Las Vegas. So we didn't really get to know him. We didn't really get to go to the yard with him. We didn't really get to do none of that, you know what I mean? But his neighbor was one of my friends named Alex. And I would always shoot verbals over there. But me, I'm the type of person that we could be fighting life. We could be fighting a live case. And I'm the type of person that's always happy, always singing, always making everybody laugh. Even if I'm sad, you're going to see me happy. Because that's just the type of person that I am. You know what I mean? I don't let sorrow invade me. I don't let none of that take over me, you know what I mean? Even when I'm mad, sad, whatever, I still look happy. I'm still gonna act happy because that's just in me to be a happy person, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'll be in the back of my mind like this or that, but regardless of the fact, I was always shooting on verbals, like just to make everybody laugh. Like people will be like, "Fool, I can't believe you told him that, fool," and he would actually respond. That's something that was that's humbling right there, because he's kind of famous, but he would respond to us. He was lonely right there. You don't have nothing, you can't buy it. Money can't do nothing for you in the dungeon. You ain't got nothing, my boy. And You know, so with that being said, that was my encounter with Warmachine, martial arts fighter, championship contender, and got 36 years. Is currently in Las Vegas penal system with a 36-year sentence. Now he wrote a letter. I seen some guy interviewing Christy Mack. He wrote a letter and he said, you know what? If it wasn't for the media, if it wasn't for this case being a good case for the media, I would have got 3 to 5 years for domestic violence at the tops. You know what I mean? But due to the fact that that this is an interesting case for the media, they blew it out of proportion and they gave me all these years. Allegedly, he claims that Christy Mack raised over $100,000. People gave her $100,000 to cover her bills. Supposedly, she has a good insurance. She don't need that money. And he just keeps on going on, bashing her. She responds by saying that she can't work right now, so she did need that money, but that she donated most of the money. And the story goes back and forth. I want you guys to look into it. Warmachine, Christy Mack. But the reason why I'm bringing it up, straight up, is because I was incarcerated 3 cells down for Warmachine in Ventura County Jail in the dungeon. With that being said, Wally, you guys have a very, very good night, good weekend. Stay elevated.